Friday, September 9th, and my name is Bill McCamely. I'm a state representative from Las Cruces and Mesilla here in New Mexico, and this is your legislative update for the day. Had a wonderful meeting yesterday with the local representatives of the AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons, and they talked about two very, very important policy points that they're going to be pushing in the next legislative session. The first regards caregivers. So, as many of us, myself included, have been in this situation where we are in charge of caring or helping to care for an elderly person who is not fully capable of taking care of themselves. And their argument is that so many people either take off work or have to switch from working full-time to part-time, or actually have to quit their jobs entirely to take care of elderly relatives or friends who are in situations where they need the help. Their argument is that for companies that have sick leave should be allowed to be transferred, not to be used for when a person is sick, but for when someone has to take time off. And they argue that there's going to be increased productivity as well as an increased ability for people to keep their employees, especially as more and more baby boomers retire and there are more relatives such as myself who are in charge of taking care of them. The second thing they talked about was retirement and how Social Security right now, the average New Mexican, what's the number? 33% of New Mexican retirees solely rely on Social Security, and that average number is about $14,000 a year, which is basically in the poverty level. And their argument is that for businesses that provide some kind of retirement plan that an employee can opt into, the average acceptance of that plan is about 70 to 74%. But for businesses that don't have plans, that means a person has to individually make the choice and start their own retirement plan up. That only numbers in like 4 or 5%. So they really want to argue, as other states done, that we should do here in New Mexico is really force employers to at least offer some kind of automatic IRA or retirement plan that will allow folks to put money in and supplement their Social Security when they retire. Both these points actually also highlight another really important trend that is going on in our society, which is that jobs are not today like they used to be. In the past, if you worked for a big company, so the federal government or IBM or General Motors or whatever, you got a couple of things out of it. In addition to your salary, you got healthcare benefits, and you got retirement. So what we're seeing now, though, is a shift more towards what is called the gig economy or contract jobs, where people are quote-unquote self-employed. They work on a contract instead of being employees of the company. So they don't get things that we normally associate with jobs, like retirement benefits or paid time off or health care, that sort of thing. So what I asked of the AARP is to really consider how these specific policies are going to play as we move towards this gig temp job economy. And it's a really important discussion that many of us need to have moving forward as we consider what the role of Social Security or government health care is going to be, considering that those traditional companies that used to really supply these things are not there anymore. Hope everyone has a wonderful, lovely, and safe weekend. I got to go actually teach my class. I'm here in my office at New Mexico State University. As always, thanks for watching these updates, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot.